What's up everybody, it's Kiyodo and welcome to another SMT Dx2 video. Today I'm going to be showcasing one of my favorite support demons, Mothman. So this is a 3-star demon, making it really easy to upgrade and transfer skills onto, and also the cost of the awakened ability isn't that much because it's a 3-star, and it's also not like a super rare 3-star, something that people can typically easily get. Now, the purple archetype on Mothman is what I wanted to showcase today because it comes with the passive ability Insanity. Now, Insanity is like totally insane. It really is really good because it gives you 20% extra chance on your status Ailment Infliction. So that means when you're throwing your Mahashi Babu, there's a better chance that it's going to land. Now, for CC abilities, it also really matters on how much luck you have. So the sort of downside with Mothman is that his luck isn't the highest, but you do make up for that with a pretty fast speed on this demon, and the vitality is quite high. So the AI tends to attack support demons like Mothman, which makes it really useful for you because if they're attacking to your Mothman, Mothman's pretty tanky, you'll soak up the attacks, and then you just have your healer heal him back up to full. I think it's a very good sustain, really good for longer battles especially. Bind is an ability that is not as good as the other CCs like Charm. You can kind of screw up your opponent's attacks because they can end up nulling or cancelling out their effects or missing if it's in a physical attack. But with Bind, you do have the chance, the 100% chance, to land your physical attacks, and also no counter abilities can be used when they are bound. So that allows you to attack into those really crazy story missions where all the enemies have like hell counter. So you're not taking like 100 to 150 damage back for hitting with a physical attack, making Mothman pretty useful here. So one thing that I like to do with my Mothman is throw him on my defense team for PvP, because people don't really expect the Mothman to be that good. They also don't expect you to throw on sick brands with extra status Ailment Infliction. Not sure why they don't believe that, but you know, when you get that chance of landing them, then your enemy doesn't really know what to do because they're just bound. They can't really do much about that unless they have a high luck stat, or if they're using Templar Dragon, there's that 10% chance that they might get out of it. You never really know. A lot of people get thrown off by the Mothman, and they think it's just a budget team that I'm using, which I'll be showing off later. It's kind of an underdog demon that not everybody likes to use, but I feel like they just don't understand the potential that could really come from a good Mothman. Because since it's a 3-star, it's relatively easy to transfer those skills over. And what a lot of people like to do is transfer over a Charm, right, from Succubus. Because that's an AoE, you have the Insanity passive, with the sick brands on top of that, you're just hitting for, what is that, 70% or so? And if you have any extra status Ailment Infliction, that's just more icing on the cake. So without further ado, I'm going to show you a few PvP clips of me using my Mothman against some teams that I probably maybe shouldn't be winning against. Thanks to Bind and thanks to the high vitality of Mothman, things are a lot easier and it doesn't cost you that much. Hope you enjoy. Alright, so this looks like it could be a pretty hard fight. They have the Oberon on there. It's not awakened though, so I feel like they didn't really invest much into it. It's a teal, doesn't really matter because Resist Ice doesn't cover its one weakness, which is Elec. Charm's pretty bad. It is really, really strong. But I'm going to try to bind him out and see what I can do with that. Zhonghui is going to be annoying. So is Odin. But it doesn't look like they invested too much. Maybe they invested into their Feng Huang. Yeah, a little bit. Okay, I'm just going to assume that they have Resist Ice as well. Because, I mean, they do have an Odin here. It wouldn't really make much sense to have an Odin on your team, but not have the Resist Ice on your Feng Huang on the same team. So this is like my budget team here. Budget Osei, budget Mothman. Feng Huang's not really budgety, but it's still a 3-star, so kinda. Really, really good healer. And Sandalphon's just kinda there. Yellow Sandy, because, you know, sometimes you need that extra heal, and Samrikarm being super OP. Especially in Aura Gate, which is not what we're doing. But yeah, I also like taking Meat Balloon because he's funny. Really doesn't help me here when we have Charm, because in that case Templar Dragon would probably be really good. But I'm not really worried, because I'm going to try to focus down their Oberon first. And then Auto Taraka, which gets cancelled out. That's fine. So that's kind of why you bring Feng Huang too, just so you can use the Tarunda. Oh man, oh, I don't want to chance it. See, this is my plan. I like to keep passing as much as I can this attack on the off turns. Not gonna chance that just in case, but we can chance it later. Because I want to get off this Mahashi Babu. Nice! Alright. So I have some ailment runes, the status ailment runes, or brands rather, on my Mothman. So it should be slightly easier, I want to say. Just gonna test him. Didn't cover his weakness, that's fine. I don't know why. What is what? Why do you have an Odin and you didn't transfer it over? Oh my goodness. I don't know what to say to this guy, but god dang. So our attack is lower, because they have a Feng Huang as well. But that's not gonna matter too much. I think I'm gonna chance it here. Perfect! Thank you, Osei. But also, when the demons are bound, you can't miss the physical attacks on them, and they also can't counter. So when there's those really stupid missions that have hell counter on every enemy, Bind is really, really useful against that. So I think I'll just Tarunda here. The one reason why I put Tarunda on Mothman is because it kind of helps me in Aura Gate. I can text some stuff out. And honestly, if Mothman dies, I'm not too worried. But I can keep him alive just because they're going to hit the supports. With the AI, it's very often that the enemy is going to try to attack your lowest level, anything that they have weaknesses to, and then lastly, supports. Because this guy is somewhat of a support with CC skills, I think that's why they go after the Mothman with highest priority. It's actually working to my advantage though, to be honest, because you can play around the AI that way. So I think I want to get rid of this Zhonghui before it does anything scary. And I guess I can pass here. Not really necessary, but whatever. Let's keep the teams bound. That works for me. And I guess I'll just hit him with magic. Pretty good. Using Osei with accuracy brands so that I can assure my hits, even against Feng Huang, which is actually pretty nice, and even against speedster teams it works really well. So it's been working for me. Mothman really easy to budget with too. Resist force. Is that innate? Okay. I guess they put that on their Odin. So they must have invested a lot into this guy, and that's kinda bad in a way. But then again, I mean, everybody loves their own type, right? Their own demons. And Gungear, now that it has the buff, is actually quite usable. I just never felt like making an Odin, at least because I just try to save them for the resist ice. It's just such a big thing to have, right? It's kind of hard to make Odin, to be honest. Okay, now this is a team that might be kind of bad, so 10% chance that he's going to go first because of the battle speed, but, you know, the DX2, it's kind of a wish-washy ability, but, you know, we're going to go ahead and play around it. Even if they do get their skills off first, it's not like they can really CC me down. So, chancing it. Their team looks pretty strong. White Rider able to cheese people. Loki being able to cheese some free turns out. Then they have 2 Charmers, which seems a little bit bad. So we're going to attack this Lakshmi first, because Lotus Dance is crazy. 60% chance. That's insane. And then I'm going to assume that they have sick brands, so that's 80%. And then if you have some status ailment brands, it's going to be another 10% or so, minimum or so, something like that. So let's just assume that. I mean, we could totally check, right? No, we can't. I probably should have. Oh well, doesn't matter. So you're weak to Zan. That's fine. Oh boy. Oh god. Oh me oh my. That's really bad. We're gonna try some things. Oh, this is gonna be really tough. Just so we don't miss. Of course, though, of course. Of course. This guy's team is super cheesy. Oh boy. Oh boy. That's fine. So what I should have brought was Templar Dragon for the chance of removing all the status effects. But then again, I'm chancing it with the defense that I'm going to get from all the skills that they're using. Kind of like Meat Balloon for that. There's a chance to get in the extra press turns when your demons die, so it's kind of useful. What I kind of want to do right now is burst down this Lakshmi before it does anything crazy. Which it'll probably do next turn. I just don't have the mana to use these guys right now. Chancing it. Totally worth it. That was a waste of my turn. Bam! Alright. One annoyance down. And some people are really scared of White Rider. It's really not that big of a deal, to be honest. Once Godbow's out of the way, then you don't have to worry about him. White Noise isn't that good. Zeodyne, I mean, it's a strong Zeo skill, but very squishy demon, so I don't feel like he's much of a threat after that one God's Bow. And let's see, I guess I just pass. I'm gonna try to shut down their Succubus as fast as possible now. And dead? No. Close. Oh well. Easy. So I feel like Succubus's kit is a little bit lacking too. It's a little bit squishy. Not really strong in strength, but that's not what you're looking for. Luck stat isn't that high. And that's a big problem for when you're a charmer. Or any sort of like CC'er. Because if your luck stat's not high, and especially if it's not higher than your opponent's, then it's not really gonna CC that often. That's why I think a lot of people use the Mute instead. Mute lasts longer. And Scotty is actually quite useful in Japan, apparently. I think I should just heal here. So there's a lot of teams that have like Repel Fizz, Null Fizz, and then they have Scotty so that they just attack into it because the AI is not really that smart. So I can see that. It is a red White Rider, so chancing it. Yeah, if you're gonna have a White Rider in here, it's gotta be teal, or you just gotta cover your resistance. Some people say that the only good White Rider is teal, and I can see why. But then again, it's only because you are limited on what skills you can throw on there. So basically you only get one free slot to change around instead of two. Because you kind of want that resistance thing in there. Because being super squishy is not very good. Ooh, did like nothing. So Loki's magic stat's really high, which means the magic defense is like relatively high too. Resist light because it's teal. So they haven't really used anything out of the ordinary. I probably don't want to attack into that because we know it's resist. And Osei's physical is stronger than the Zeo. I put Zeo on him just because it gives him another thing to attack with. I was thinking about putting Zan, but Zeo's been working for me in like the mid levels of our gate. So bam. Didn't work. Perfect. That's what we wanted. When our Mothman's just been CC'd the entire fight, we can't even get it off when he's not. Sure, I guess we'll just attack into it. Bam. Okay, so this team should probably be comparably better than mine. All of them are awakened. Let's see. Teal, covered resistance. Yellow for Samarkarm. Yellow for, I guess, Tarukaja? Maybe it's nice, but I feel like Odin's more so gonna attack rather than buff. And then Teal Tsukiyomi, which doesn't cover its weakness, so I have a feeling that this person invested into Resist Fizz, which is really expensive, which is why I don't use Tsukiyomi myself. But we're gonna go into it, so why not? Love this team, perfect. Again, Templar Dragon would be useful against these teams with CC, but I'm not too worried. Meat Balloon's pretty nice to just have that sustain. So, I'm not gonna chance it right now. We'll see. On half turn, totally okay with chancing it. Didn't work, as I figured, but that's okay. Because I think we have to take out the Sandalphon first. So, also, weaknesses on Odin. But then again, because I feel like they may have invested into resistance, I'm probably not going to attack into him. And set up. Mahashi Babu. Whoo, baby! That's what you love to see. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Yeah, even if I got two of them, it's satisfying to see everybody get hit. So I feel like it may be better if Mothman was like slightly faster. But unfortunately, if you want speed brands, you gotta sacrifice the sick brands, and it's just not so good. So yeah. Let's see. I guess I'll attack their Sandy still. They didn't really do that much damage to me yet. So, chance it! Worth it! Good stuff, good stuff. So I feel like this team should be stronger than me, but because it's an AI, it's not. It didn't finish them off. Doesn't matter. It didn't have any mana. Right. And they're still bound! Oh, joy! Man, gotta love that. So what does that say about their luck stat? Oh, that's why. So Odin's luck stat, super low. Tsukiyomi, I'm like surprised. Maybe could have broken out, but maybe I got lucky. That's fine. I'll take my luck. And worth it. So my next target is going to be Succubus, because I hate being charmed. Bam! All of them, nice. So, why don't we just Mudo? I don't want to waste my mana. That's why I have Mudo, and I feel like Mudo on Sandy is pretty strong. He's sort of a mage. I built him with spell brands on purpose. Feels like... So I was using life brands on my Sandy before, and I was just killing things too slowly. So when I switched to spell brands, my yellow Sandy's just been a lot more effective. Can't miss physical when they're bound, so I'm okay with that. And I guess with Tarunda. Not bad, not bad, not bad. This is a reason to carry Mudo, but then again, Hamadine, sure, use it. Not a big difference. Still can't move Tsuku, huh? Oh my god, that's so good! Man, I really love that. That is like super lucky though. Chance. Totally planned. Love it. And you repel lightning, probably not good. In the bag. Did you have a weakness? No, you covered it, like I thought.